Bonsoir. Alright, let's get it straight into it today. What is the current message that the people watching this need to hear this evening? What is the message for this collective? Thursday the 2nd of, I nearly said September, October. 3 months left of the year, that's crazy. What does this collective need to hear, please? What is this message about? Fire sign. So we've got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This could be you or someone connected to you. But fire energy is about passion. Got narcissist. Someone is too full of themselves, so this could be the fire sign. Okay, and guardian, a lost loved one watches over you. Okay, so to confirm fire sign, we've got confession. So there could be quite a passionate confession coming towards you, something that's and fire in tarot is wands, and that's days. So something I think is coming in quite rapidly. There is a confession that's coming in that maybe even comes across quite impulsive to you. And you've got communicate. Straight away I actually hurt, because that says someone is too full of themselves. Someone that you probably feel was quite selfish. Someone that maybe has come into some self-awareness, understanding their selfish behavior, wants to communicate with you, to compromise, to ask for forgiveness, to work things out with you. And that might be the confession that like to you, I did hear that for a reason, and you feel like this is going to come across it's going to appear to you like it's very impulsive, but I think this person's had this confession on their mind for a while. They've been wanting to communicate with you for a while. There's a lot of passion behind whatever this confession is that they want to communicate with you. Okay, so under guardian, we've got gambling. So problems with addiction, gambling, or bad finances. This could be part of the confession. This could be someone that when they come forward, they explain to you that perhaps since they've made some really silly decisions and they're not in the best place right now. That could also play into why you feel like this is an impulsive confession, because it might come across to you like their life's falling apart, and that's the only reason they're coming through to me right now, because they want me to make them feel better, not because they actually care about me. But honeymoon, this also is a travel card for me with the plane on there. Honeymoon phase, attending someone's wedding. You could have met this person at a wedding. You have a wedding that you're attending soon. But that perhaps your relationship with this person was quite short-lived. Like it only ever lasted a few months. There's definitely someone ready to come in and communicate, but it's not just about wanting to forgive and compromise and work it out. They actually have something to confess to you. So let's break down what this is. Actually, no, let's just get straight into messages, shall we? What does this person want to say? What does this person want to confess, please? Oh, I really wasn't... Okay. I shouldn't say I wasn't I don't know why it still surprises me, because I get so many twin flame readings. But this is what they want to confess. I was hiding my true feelings from you because I was scared of commitment and I didn't want to lose my freedom. And that came out with twin flame. So this person believes you to be their twin flame. I think this confession isn't something that's going to... I'm actually seeing you receiving this communication and not believing it. This person's going to say a lot of things that sound good, but I think because of your past experience with them, they may have in the past been very good at being, because this person may have had so much passion for you, especially if they're a fire sign, they might have always been very good with their words and making you feel good. But then when it came to their actions, it reflected otherwise. So you might be feeling a bit cautious when they say to you that they still have feelings for you, that they think that you're their twin flame. I'm seeing you feeling like this is all a bit too good to be true. Like, are they love bombing me? What does this person want to say? What do they want to confess? I'm learning how to love myself thanks to you. So some things that you've said to them has stayed with them, but as well, that to me says that they've been checking in on you, whether it's every day or sporadically, because they are learning something from you and definitely learning how to love themselves thanks to you. Maybe they weren't the most understanding person, had very black and white thinking before, but whatever it is that you share, you're much more open-minded and more forgiving, understanding of people and their stories and where their pain comes from. But that could also lead to you, because you're so understanding of people's stories, you then kind of give people too much leeway when it comes to them treating you wrong. But anyway, I was getting off track. They're learning how to love themselves thanks to you. So they're definitely seeing something of yours. I'm going through a lot right now. I need space and time to gather my thoughts. So it could be, yes, you got communicate, which is compromise, forgive, work it out. But I don't think that this point of contact is for them to say, like, they might very well confess their feelings for you and that they see you as their twin flame and that they've been hiding from you because they were, afraid of rejection, or like this said, they didn't want to lose their freedom. But I don't think it's like an offer to recommit right now. Not because of the losing their freedom thing, but because whatever's going on in their life right now, it takes precedence over trying to start something new here. But they do want to be in touch with you. So this is definitely a no contact situation, because it's like this person so badly wants to reconnect with you, but they know they can't really offer you something serious right now. But it's like they want to show that they have serious intentions towards you. Twin flames. It was easier to lie to you than tell you the truth. I wish I could take it all back. So however they ended things here with you. So let's say, for instance, you two said that you were each other's twin flame before. This isn't like a new concept to either of you. And then when things ended, they said that you're not their twin flame, that they don't even believe in it, that you two aren't compatible and love isn't enough and all this stuff. It's like they might even believed that at that time, but it's almost like they weren't just lying to you, they were lying to themselves. I'm sorry I put my career before you. I'm trying to get out of debt. So there's definitely something that they're trying to, because this says I'm going through a lot right now. I need time and space to gather my thoughts. So whatever it is around their career, their financial situation, silly mistakes they've made, they're trying to get themselves onto solid ground again. They're trying to build themselves back up again. But this also says I'm willing to put in the time and effort now because I don't want to lose you. And telepathic communication. So I see that as, I think this person misses you a lot and they're wondering if you miss them too, whether they're picking up on you missing them, or whether you can feel if they're missing you. they're wondering if you're picking up each other's emotions in regards to one another. Alright, let's get the SJ Oracle deck and break this down a bit more about what's going on. With this person, I want to understand who this person is a bit more. What the universe says is going on here. Okay. So I think that you both are quite intuitive, but I think this person, I'm seeing that card that's like their caution, find out more information but don't overwork yourself. I actually think that the universe is saying this person has been trying to get information on you, and not in like a suspicious way, but more in just kind of trying to find out where you are in life right now. They're seeking some kind of, they could be seeking advice from someone or someone's on how to approach you or if they should approach you. But this is your angel, or the universe is saying this is written in the stars. This is fate. So whether you'd given up on this person or not, it was always destined for this person to come back around again. And they're saying you're not expecting this. I think you're going to be quite caught off guard. You might have even reached a point where you'd given up on ever hearing from this person again, because maybe it's been a long time here, but the expectation of communication from them has pretty much waned for you. So you aren't expecting, when this comes in, I think you're going to be quite shocked. You're going to be caught off guard here. No contact, there it is. So in this no contact period, and look at all that white. I immediately heard pure. I think this person's intentions are pure. Like I said, they've got a lot going on right now, and I don't think there's much that they could offer you, but they want to make their intentions known here. Even if it's just to open up the lines of communication again. Fate. All right, so sovereignty. So also it could be that you've really come into your own during this time of no contact. You've been clearing and healing karma. Hopefully they have been as well. But due to this was all predestined for you to go into separation from this person so that you could find yourself and really believe in not just your worth, but your purpose in this lifetime. Unexpected. Yeah, so this person they're definitely going through photos right now and memories in general, but they definitely want to rekindle something here with you, and that is what's going to shock you. I actually am feeling, after this, I'm going to get cards to see where you're at with this person, like where you feel things are at, what you think's going on. But what the universe is saying here is that this person is heavily reminiscing over you right now, and they do want to rekindle things, and you aren't expecting this. I think this as well, it could even be the fact that your last memory or your memories of this person are only of them being selfish and not realizing the pain they've caused you, being basically too caught up in their own pain to care about the pain they caused you. But they've probably received a lot of karma, but they've been healing and clearing that and trying to create a solid foundation for themselves again, but they're still kind of in the thick of that. But through that, you've always been this guiding light. It's like you're the lighthouse, and they've been slowly making their way through the dark back to you. They see you as home. Window to the soul. And that goes so perfectly with you being the lighthouse. They're walking through the dark right now. It's like kind of like that saying, at the light at the end of the tunnel. You're the light at the end of the tunnel. So even if it seems far off in the distance and there's so much darkness around them, you are that one shining light that's helping them keep going through to find their way home again. That's nice. All right, what do you think's going on then? What is it for you right now? Watching shit go down, enjoying the gossip. So you could think that this person's just running amok basically right now, and just you're not even a thought on their mind. You might have even received gossip about this person and it made you just think they haven't changed at all. It's like hearing gossip about them at all was very disheartening, because you just thought you get it, if anything, you're getting worse, not better. As well, I just heard you could think that people connected to this person enjoy the fact that you two split up. So you might think that this person's in another relationship and that's why you haven't heard from them, or they haven't come back because they've moved on to someone else. But because it says private, immediately I think you haven't been spying on this person, you haven't been checking in, you've left them alone. But because it's been so long of no contact here, you're making assumptions that this person is in a relationship with someone, and that's it, basically, which goes with that feeling that you've lost hope over this person. Love story, once upon a time, but there's a part of you that still hopes that there's more to the story for you two. And I hate nothing about you on the bottom. So it's like, even though this person caused you a lot of pain, it's like I saw this quote today that was like, you'll know when you've really been in love when the person that hurt, even though the person you love hurt you, you still think they're the best person in the world. So true. It's like, even though someone hurts you so badly, but you still love them and you still think they're the best person you know. It's like you have all these reasons to hate them, yet you still can't. Right. Let's see what's going on right now for this connection then. What do they say is, blocks, what needs to be cleared, what's going on right now. Number 7, telepathic messages. One of us is sad or angry, and it's creating an energetic match in frequency with the other. Stay conscious of this, and if possible, try to help us elevate it. So if you two are connected, yes, I know this person got twin flames for what they want to say to you, but the universe hasn't really said if this is a divine connection, although they did say it's written in the stars that this is fate, so it could be a divine connection. But when you're that deeply connected, spiritually connected, you yourself might be feeling really low, and that feeling of lost hope over this person is making you feel quite upset. And I think that you could potentially, if you've been fine for a little while and now it's come out of nowhere, you could be wondering, am I picking up them? Are they sad about us being in no contact? And are they missing me? Just like how I said this person's wondering if you know that they miss you, or if you're missing them. It's like you're picking up each other's energy. I actually feel like this person is really sad. They're the ones that want to come forward and communicate and confess their feelings to you, and you're picking up this sadness and you're mistaking it for your own. Yeah, you've got mirrors, number 11. So if the universe is saying you are mirroring each other, and this ties in together so well because this says being mirrors for each other makes self-love so important. I wish I was there to love you, but if I'm not, I want you to love and nurture yourself. So they're saying it's very, as far as blocks go, it's very important right now that even if you're feeling sad and feeling quite heavy and you don't know where it's coming from, they're wanting you to try and transmute the energy, alchemize this heavy, sad feeling into something, even if you have to write it all down, go for a walk, whatever it is you need to try and shift it so that you're helping the both of you lift up that energy. Because you're matching each other's energy right now. So whoever's the sad one, the other one is picking it up, and you both need to kind of help each other pull the other one up. I know it's all very confusing when you're talking about energy. Yes, you're in no contact, but energy is a real thing. And when someone is deeply connected to you on a spiritual level, even if there's distance, you can still pick up that energy. Number 4, union. You are my true love, my heart and my soul. They believe you are their true love. Exactly what I just said. Alchemize the heavy energy. We are alchemists. We transform fear into love and shadow into light. That is exactly what they're asking you to do here. Your souls have been together since the beginning of time. And you've faced probably way worse situations in past lives than you are in this lifetime. Yes, I'm not like trying to downplay the pain of it, but there is a big thing here about you picking up each other's energy and really needing to find a way to transmute it into something positive so that it's for the benefit of your relationship, to come, your reunion to come. The 7th of March or the 3rd of July. One, you might be seeing 1111 a lot and 111 a lot. Messages about trust. I'm listening to my higher self now. A higher power is guiding me. So and this is how mirroring works, where you've lost hope and you've kind of given up on ever hearing from this person again, they're feeling more pulled than ever to come towards you. It's like polar opposites, but it's like when you look in a mirror, you're seeing the reflection of yourself. It's inverted. So it's funny how they want to come in just when you've given up on this ever reuniting. The 11th of January or the 1st of November could be significant. 1111. Okay, so the 4th of November could also be important. I'm seeing synchronicities like your name or 1111 and working out what they mean. And karmic ties. Lots of ones here. Got 11, 1, 11, 10, 1. 1st of October, so that was yesterday, or the 10th of January. 4th of November or the 11th of April. But this is the karmic ties, the blocks. I'm feeling controlled by people around me and I don't like it. It's pushing me to find my power again. And this is the card that, this is another karmic tie card that I see as family obligations, family traditions, just situations with family are keeping them trapped right now. A lot of family, whether it's cultural or not, have this belief that it's like you have children to look after you when you're old, but your kids aren't your retirement plan. You know what I mean? Like it's like I'm thinking of like how when farmers used to have like so many kids so that they'd have laborers to work on their farm. It's like it doesn't work like that. It's not fair and it's not nice, and it could be so ingrained in this person's mind they still haven't fully reached that point where they're like, I need to live for me, not for my parents or my siblings, whatever. And they're feeling very controlled by these people, these family members. I'm not happy. Karma, behaviors, people, and all situations is playing a role in what's happening with me, and it's hard for me to see a way out. So again, how they're trying to get their life together. They feel very stuck by this, and they feel very controlled by these people. I'm triggered, an old pattern has surfaced and it hurts. So they might have seen you post something that triggered them, or something in their life has repeated and they've noticed it and it's really upset them, but it's almost like they're aware that it triggered them and they're more curious about the trigger now. It doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt, but they're like, oh, I'm actually noticing a pattern with this now. Could very well be this family situation they feel stuck by. Another one. I'm going to get a timing card. When is this communication coming in, please? When is this confession likely to come in, please? You're wasting your time. Actually, I just heard with they're like saying you're thinking you're wasting your time on this, as in, because you've given up hope on this person, you feel like you've wasted a lot of time waiting for them to come back, and it's like you've hit this brink now where you're just like, you've kind of just given up on them. The irony of just when you've given up on them, that's when they want to come in and confess. I actually feel like you think you've been wasting your time here. Next month, so November. November is important. You got the 1st of November, you got the 4th of November. So those dates could be important. I have been saying for a while now, November's an important month for communication. And 11/11, the 11th of November. Today, you could have heard from them today, or you might hear from them in the next 24 hours. October and today came out together, and we're in October now. So you could hit, if you haven't already heard from them, you will hear from them in the next 24 hours. Tomorrow. You got today and tomorrow. I'm going to say 24 to 48 hours. But next month is still very important here. So I think October, there is something, they might be reaching out. I did say with that fire sign card, this confession is coming in very quickly. So this confession might come in this month of October, and then things develop over the next month. Interesting. For some reason, I want to get one more. It's worth waiting for. Stop obsessing first. Okay, I'll stop. It's not too late. So you feel like you've wasted your time, and they're saying it's not too late and to not obsess over it. But I actually don't think you have been. The feeling I'm getting is that you really have given up on this person. All right, let's get a little bit more in depth about... No, actually, I want to get these spilled the tea cards and find out a bit more about this person's feelings towards you. Love triangle. A hidden emotional entanglement is present, but I'm actually seeing this as not like a third party love interest. It's like you, this person, and this karmic tie that they have to their family. Because karmic ties, third party can be work, it can be family, it can be another love situation, money, trauma. Like, karmic energy doesn't have to only be that they're with another romantic person romantically. I'm seeing that love triangle as them feeling like they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. They want to come towards you, but they feel trapped by their current situation. And that's the triangle. Boundaries respected. The other person respects your personal space and boundaries, and that also might be why this person has stayed away as long as they have, because they feel like you didn't want to hear from them, and if they know they've caused a lot of pain for you, they might have felt like they were respecting your boundaries by leaving you alone. You might have even said to them to leave you alone, so they have. Confession. Someone is about to confess their true feelings to you. Double confirmation. And gossip spread on the bottom. So that's like that card, what you think is going on. There was gossip around your connection, and unfortunately I think this person fed into the gossip and they let outside influences sway their opinion about you. Which means they probably didn't say the nicest things about you themselves, which I know wouldn't be nice to hear. But I think with this confession too, if that might be something that they want to talk to you about, the influences they had around them that kept them away from you for so long, the people that they listened to, just how they were heavily influenced by friends and family when it came to this, and that's what's kept them in no contact with you. I actually do feel like that's part of this confession. That they thought they were doing the right thing, staying away, and that heavy influences on them kept them away on top of that, and that there was a lot of gossip surrounding your connection, and people wanted to see you two fail, and they got what they wanted. And unfortunately, this person fell for it. Alright, let's get deeper into this person's feelings for you. Came out again. They're heavily reminiscing over you right now, and they're heavily going over memories. They definitely have things saved of you that they're looking at all the time. But I'm actually seeing it as, yes, it creates sadness because they miss you, but when they look at the photos, it makes them smile because they're fond memories. But yes, you're heavily on their mind at the moment, and they're heavily thinking about rekindling things with you. So they could be a water sign, you could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but their feelings are very deep. Water signs are in tarot is cups, and the cup and water is emotions. They're very ruled by their emotions right now. They feel so deeply for you. But they see you as quite a healing person. You could do sound healing or plant medicine. And this also says part you, mama. But they see, you may be a shaman, but they see you as someone that's quite healing. And you did get that card, that message card that said, was something like, I'm learning how to love myself thanks to you. So whatever it is that you put out there that they can see, they're learning things from that. And they find you to be quite healing. They're very drawn to your energy because you have this healing way about you. But they feel very deeply about you. And you've got air signs, so, and that's to confirm blast from the past. So these memories are plaguing them right now. They could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you could be, but air signs, swords, that's being stuck in the mind. You're heavily on their mind, but also they're overthinking this. They're overthinking how to approach you here and how to make new memories with you. So they're trusting their guidance system right now. Their ancestors are guiding them back to you, and they're actually trusting that. They see this as a divine connection, and they believe that their higher self is guiding them back to you, and that the deep emotions that they still have with you even after all this time is a sign that they are supposed to be in your life. Shaman. Okay, so this is about expression. They could have been writing a journal. They could have even been writing a book, writing songs, but they're heavily reflecting on their behavior and past mistakes and things they wish they'd done differently, and they're very much ready to express how they feel towards you. And I'm actually seeing as well, they might have even written things down that they've seen you say or post because they actually were quite inspired by it. And part of what they want to express is how healing they've found you in this separation, and you don't even know. There it is, distance. So they go over the distance here and how they have to travel to be with you, travel to see you. So that is also, it's not a block as such, as it's like, especially if they're trying to get themselves out of doubt. They are trying to get themselves out of doubt, but out of debt. They're trying to get back on solid ground now and get their finances in order. So if they have to travel to see you, if there's long distance here, that obviously requires money. So that could be a block in their mind because they're trying to figure out how they could come to you when they're trying to get their shit together. But the issue isn't this person not loving you. They think that this is a divine connection. But family and distance, travel, feels like a block for them here. What does the universe say that this is? Albatross, a good omen. So there might have even been quite a significant sign for them recently that made them realize that it can't. I'm seeing someone that just suddenly becomes very calm. It's like that twin flame card that says, when you know, you know. It's like they suddenly just know. Again, it's not because it's not because they ever fell out of love with you, but they had all these reasons and all the gossip and influences around them keeping them away from you, but they suddenly found this sense of calm, and it's like they saw this omen or something. They might have even asked for a sign, and they got to say, should I go back towards this person? And that sign happened almost immediately or within a few days. A very specific sign. But this can also be burdens and baggage and feeling cursed and guilt, shame, regret. I think this person has a lot of guilt and shame and regret over how they've treated you and the pain caused here. But they're also going over the baggage of their family, the burdens that their family puts on them. The letter A could be significant, the number 21. You've got the Archer here. This is saying on target. So when you got that card saying written in the stars, this is the blueprint, this is fated. Everything that's happened, they actually have been, they are on target for where the universe wants them to be as far as approaching you. But this is going to be direct, it's going to be quick. They're very focused on you, but they're trying to implement a strategy right now. Because remember, an archer, because this is the archer, they have their bow and arrows, and they have to really pinpoint their target before they shoot, and that's what this person's doing. All right, Jupiter, ruler of expansion, that's good. Oh, and the archer is number 1. expansive, optimistic, growth, benefic, luck, making stable changes. I think that's what this person is doing right now. But destiny, another card of destiny, they've gone through a turning point here. The universe is saying that luck is on their side when it comes to this. And as well, I'm seeing them saying that this is like if this were to come back into reunion, you two get back together, that your lives together, once you reunite, has limitless potential to expand. You could end up starting a business together, starting a family. Like there's so much expansion that's destined to happen when this comes back together. This says fortune and grateful. Maybe you felt like this person lacked gratitude for you in the past. Maybe you felt strung along by this person, used by this person. But the universe is saying clearly here that this person is being guided towards you, and that they are strongly pushing them and giving them signs to do it. But it's good, because when you got narcissist and you're thinking that they're selfish, the fact that they are sitting in guilt and shame and regret is good, because it means that they're reflecting and they're becoming more self-aware. I think a lot of their selfish behaviors in the past, maybe they weren't even realizing how selfish they were at the time. Number 36 and the number 6, so June could be important. But again, another card about destiny. The cross is all about spirituality and divine guidance. This omen that they've been showing this person, they've actively been sending this person signs to guide them to come to you. To have courage of conviction, to not care what other people say about you or this connection anymore, as well as going over how much they lost when they lost you and the sorrow that they've experienced. And I think that's that sorrow you're picking up, that sadness, that heaviness, especially if they're feeling shame and regret, because of course that's going to make them feel heavy, because they're just thinking, what the hell did I do? Okay, got the diamond ring. So this person could very well be strategizing to come to you with a proposal. But whether they want to propose right now or not is yet to be determined, but they want marriage with you. They want union. The universe is saying clearly here that they want this person they're trying to hurry this person up to be like, because this says matchmaker, remember, and then under that diamond ring. And this also says statement of intent, which speaks to when I said earlier about how this person might not have much to offer you right now. So I would be surprised if they could get engaged, but it's the intent. They want to make it very clear that their intentions towards you are to get back together and get married and have babies and whatever. But they want to take this to the next level. They want partnership with you, and they want to be very clear and direct about their intentions towards you. This is also about making a promise. Maybe they made a promise with you of marriage in the past. I just heard pick up where we left off. So if you were engaged to this person in the past and then they revoked that when they ended things, they might want to just pick up straight away from that point. They don't want to waste any time here. Um, 25th of January could be important. 26th of October. So mark that down, 26th of October, book. Memory, hidden, mystery, secrets, the unknown, philosophy, intellect, knowledge, education, manuscripts, and author. So they could very well have been writing a book, but they've definitely been journaling and writing things down and gaining knowledge. And you did get the wisdom card. They are actually seeking more knowledge on the topic. Could be twin flames, could be soul connections, could be jobs. They could even be trying to find out more information on educating themselves on something that could bring them closer to you work-wise. The possibilities are endless here, but this person is definitely, this is what's hidden from you right now though. This is the universe's perspective of what's going on, what they're trying to get this person to do. So I think this person's quite smart. Even if they're not someone that went to university and all that stuff, they're actually quite a quick thinker, quite smart. They like to research things. They like to read up on things when it's something that they're interested in. So I actually feel like this person is trying to, especially with all these implementing strategy, they could be doing a lot of research into how to come closer to you and what that entails. Allow, trust in divine timing. Source energy, soul spark. For some reason, I just heard as well, soul spark could be a business name. I've never had that before. Okay. I want to get these quickly. Ascending. They're transcending obstacles right now. They're learning. So that book, they really are doing their research here. Expansion. Jupiter, expansion. You two are destined to expand together. New phase, preparing for union. Separation, so sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. And this is that blast from the past card, going over memories, looking at your photos. The sword and the rose, but clarity, truth, and revelation, bringing you clarity and truth, confessing, but showing up with honor, especially if you feel like they acted dishonorably in the past when it came to your connection. They need to show up honorably this time with that intention of protecting, providing, being stable and dependable. Mask. So this is them hiding their true feelings for you, which you got pretty much right at the beginning with those twin flame messages. Not showing true feelings, hiding, personify, pretend, delude, gaslighting. So right now you can't see this because this person's hiding their feelings from you. I mean, you're in no contact, so you don't know that this person's missing you because you've given up hope on them. It's like so much time has passed with no communication that you're just thinking that you've got to get over it because you must be crazy, you know? Girl talk. So during this separation, as painful as it's been, you've tried to spend time with your friends and you've tried to move on. This person tried to move on. This says happily single, living in the moment, having fun. I think both of you at different stages really tried hard to move on from this connection and let it go. And you weren't ever going to be able to. It was always going to be in the back of your mind because you are connected deeply. Yeah. So this person giving you clarity about the fact that at the time they really did see this as the Grim Reaper, that there was no second chances. That they know they left you believing that this was over and done and that you guys that was it. That last breakup was just the relationship is over and that you had to grow and get over it and transform your life. There it is. They are watching you. Watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. They're so focused on you right now. You're all they think about. And how to come forward. But I really don't think that this collective knows that you're being watched, because you've given up on them. So you assume that they're not even in your energy. Little do you know that you're actually picking up the heaviness and sadness from them because they're so in your energy. All right, I want to get how they're perceiving you right now. Oh, you got the Swan. That's a 20 card. Match made in heaven, I just heard. I definitely think you're elegant and beautiful. That's water as well, so water sign again. Effortless creativity, sensitive mystic, and elegant power. The swan represents heightened creativity. In Hindu mythology, the goddess Saraswati, which is the embodiment of language, creativity, and artistry, rides on the back of this graceful creature. The swan is ready to take us there, to the fluid realm of writing, creating, and reflecting. There's a lot about writing here. You've got journal, you've got book. This is about writing. There's something about expressing yourself through written word. This potent and healing energy is not to be taken for granted or taken lightly. When the swan card appears, your soul is calling for attention, for solo time. An inner voice is waiting to be heard, an inner vision likely to be revealed. When in balance, infinite creative power. When out of balance, agitated, snippy, and lacking vision. To bring into balance, solo time, writing. It doesn't have to be writing, but something that you're creating, something that you're doing that is creative, they can see it and they're inspired by it, and they think you're just effortlessly graceful, beautiful, that's a beautiful card for how they perceive you. And they might have memories of you keeping a journal or writing a lot or just being creative in general. Okay. What else do we need to know about this, please? No good ones. So this is you. There is someone out there for you. Don't let this false belief make you miss out. I think not only have you lost hope over this person, but I think you've shut down your emotions. I'm seeing someone just thinking, I'm just going to live out the rest of my life. I'm not even going to look for someone to share my life with. I give up. And that's why they're wanting you to lift up your energy and get you out of that funk, because you're picking up this person's sadness and it's making you feel defeated. You think you're defeated and you just want to give up. Unsocial, and it's making you unsocial. You might have become quite a hermit recently. You need to get out and mingle with new people so you can meet someone. This isn't saying go out and date someone. It's just that you need to get out of your own way. Because you're picking up this person's sadness over you, and them missing you, you're feeling weighed down. You're not realizing that you're picking up their energy, that this isn't yours, and you need to get out. I think you're wanting to coop yourself up, and they're saying get out. It'll help you shift the energy. And you're feeling unloved because of it. You deserve someone who can support you emotionally and love you fully. And that might be something that, with that narcissist card, you felt that this person was very selfish and they always You never felt fully emotionally safe with this person. And I think that's part of what they're realizing as well. If you're someone that every time you got emotional, they would get angry at you over it, or they weren't very good at handling if you were upset with them, basically. So you learned to walk on eggshells around them. And so it's kind of in general left you with this distaste and feeling like you're not lovable. And it's just not true. This person actually loves you so deeply, but they hurt you. Getting hurt. All love comes with a risk of losing it. Don't be afraid to floss. Take a chance. Don't be afraid to floss. That's weird. What does that mean? Anyway, I think that they basically, they want you to get out of this slump and get out of the house and do things to lift your energy up and make you feel better. You're not unloved. And yes, it can be scary to open your heart back up, especially to the very person that hurt it in the first place. But they're saying you're safe. It's okay. All right, moving forward, what's going to happen here? Balancing the scales. Seek equilibrium in love and career, harmonizing your inner scale to weigh decisions with both heart and mind. Valley of Shadows. Step into the enveloping Valley of Shadows. Here fears are faced and the courage is forged in dimly lit paths. So facing those sides of yourself that you try to hide because you're not proud of it, or because it's going to have more grip on you, more control over you when you're trying to suppress it. Once you meet your shadows and incorporate them and understand them, they don't have so much hold over you. And that could also be why you're kind of hermiting now as well, because you feel like there's sides of you that you don't fully understand yet, and they're wanting you to understand yourself better. Winds of Fortune. Allow the winds of fortune to guide your sails, maneuvering through life's opportunities and challenges with adaptability, adapting to the situation. And Spirit Link, because you're linked to this person spiritually, you're connected, you're twin souls. Stay aligned with your highest dreams and ideals to find success. I think this is just overall, the overall arching message here is you feel like you've lost hope, but they don't want you to feel like you've lost hope. They want you to still have hope because good things are coming. What was I going to get next? Okay, let's get how you feel about them. How does this collective feel about this person? Third eye chakra, intuition, meditation, trust. I think you go in and out of belief. It's like you want to trust the universe when it comes to this connection, but then you go through stages like you are now where you feel like you're just giving up on it altogether. Yeah, let it go. So you're trying to let go of this. This is X situations and thoughts. You're really just trying to, you think that by giving up on this, that it will help you let go. And right now, you might feel numb and it might even feel like it's working. You might feel like you're on a layer where you're about to get over it. Oh, you got the same card, Sovereignty. So you're trying to find your center, your own magic, your divine being. Trying to find meaning in what's happened to you so far. Healing. For healing to confirm third eye chakra as well, I just heard that your belief is that maybe you were seeing this all wrong, that this person was never supposed to come back, but they were supposed to initiate something in your life to force you to heal things that you didn't realize needed healing, and that they were a lesson, not your forever person. And that's how you're trying to look at it right now, because you do think that you have been healing during this separation. I'm seeing you trying to trust that whether this person was a lesson or not, that you still gained something from it, because you did work on healing things that you needed to heal. Okay, Matrix, realize. I think you feel like you need to it's like you think, I need a reality check. This person isn't in my life. They haven't been in my life for a long time. We haven't communicated in God knows how long. So my reality is showing that this person isn't in my life. There's no signs that they're going to be in my life in the future. So I need to let this go, because the truth of the reality of my situation is they're not around. And I haven't heard anything from them, so I just need to let this go. You're really trying to use your logic with this. But this says divine timing, under sovereignty, patience, surrender, trust. There's so much here about trust. I think that you still have love for this person, but you've kind of numbed yourself because it's been so long. It's like that long suffering. You've just gotten used to missing them, so you just carry on, but it's like you feel numb to all emotions now. But there's a little fire in you that's still trying to trust that the divine has something greater in store for you, that it's not always going to feel like this. Merkaba. But I mean, there's a part of you that does overall feel like there's some deeper connection to this person, that your souls, your energies are intertwined. Maybe part of you does question, am I feeling this way because I'm picking up their energy? All right, so October's important next month. November's important. I think this person's going to really find their strength to come towards you and express themselves. I think the universe is definitely guiding them to do so, and they're actually believing in those signs, whether they ask for them or not. I think it's a combination of them asking for little signs and they're getting it, as well as things that they haven't asked for but are just so clearly, like whether it's your name, whether it's the song you two had, like our song, and like memories coming up on their phone, for instance, or they came across something that you gave them recently that they hadn't seen in ages, and it just randomly popped up, and they were like, and it just really threw them, like, whoa. But yes, expect to hear from them soon. Closing message for this collective, please. I think the main focus for you is to try and shift this energy, this heavy energy you're feeling, and get out of the house, get moving. Try to shift your perspective by, I just heard changing direction, but distracting yourself. And not in a negative way, but just like, use this heavy energy you're feeling and channel it into something creative, perhaps. A distant kiss in a prayer flag. I wish of all wishes that you were here. Through sunlight and rain, I need you near. It's close. It is close. I don't even think and change beckons on the bottom. I don't even think that you watching this feel any different. I don't feel like whoever this is for is watching this and now they feel hopeful again. I think you still feel quite numb because that's how heavy the energy is. So you need to do something constructive, something creative, something to help you shift your energy into something good so that you're not carrying this, because it's not a nice feeling and I don't think you enjoy it. So that's just my advice. I think that's what the universe is trying to get you to do. And that's today's message. So hopefully it helped. And yeah, enjoy your evening.